DoYouFeelMe? This is DYFME.com.
He's Brian LeVar, and this is DYFME.com.
Yo, check this out. So within the last month or so, the New York Times published an article about a woman in Ohio. Her name is Bethany Gaskins. You see, Bethany is apparently making $1 million a year on her YouTube channel by simply sitting in front of the camera with a table full of food, seafood in particular, in front of her, and then she devours it. She smacks it down, all the while licking her lips, while sharing tidbits about her life, her family's life, and the happenings of her day. Sometimes the whole family is in on the act and involved.
What's up, my beloveds? Now this is so good. Oh my goodness. That right there make you hurt yourself.
So, this was my introduction to mukbang. Mukbang or mukbang is a phenomenon that has its origins in Southeast Asia. It appears to be a big thing over in South Korea, and South Koreans have now created this tradition of making these videos which are meant to help enable ASMR. According to a website, ASMR is Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response and describes a feeling of euphoria, tingling, and relaxation that can come over someone when they watch certain videos or hear certain sounds. But anyway, back to that New York Times article about Miss Gaskins, also known by her YouTube channel as B Loves Life. The article and introduction were quite fascinating. The comments on the article itself were very revealing though. For the most part, the New York Times highlighted only the positive comments, but I'd say that the majority of the comments were not very nice to Bethany.
Jonathan Hutter from Portland, Maine writes, I try not to judge too many things, but overeating for entertainment and competitive eating in general are affronts to humanity, in my opinion, when so many people in the world are starving. Besides that, those who show this often don't show the health problems they end up with. Jim from Placitas, New Mexico writes, more evidence that the end is near. The shallowness of our so-called culture is alarming. How can binge eating on the web be worth $1 million? With an example like this, what on earth will the next generation come up with? Sophia from Chicago asks, have we lost our minds?
And hey, I can't be mad at Bethany for her success. She's made this work for her, she's made this work for her family. So one part of me is like, more power to you. However, I'd be lying if I didn't admit that I feel like the ancestors were looking over my shoulders if I were to ever try something like that. Seriously, the notion of me doing something like that on YouTube, would I ever do mukbang, could I do it? Would I do it? I'm sorry, I have to admit, if I did it, I feel like nothing less than a big coon. I'm doing everything in my power to keep the DoYouFeelMe channel from becoming a coon show. But what if someone came to me dangling $1 million for me to do some mukbang? Lord have mercy, I don't know what I'd say. Lord have mercy, keep Satan away from me. Let's just say I'd have to be pretty desperate. You see, ignorance is bliss when you don't know any better. No offense, but when I watch Bethany and her family chowing down on some fried chicken, my mind can't help but think about caricatures meant to denigrate African Americans in the past. These racist caricatures of us eating watermelon and fried chicken, as Uncle Ruckus might say, us darkies feasting. I'm not surprised that this mukbang is coming out of Asia, where Sambo and other caricatures were still being popularized in the late 80s and early 90s. It was a big controversy in Japan. It was huge. Sure, some of you may ask, why does this matter? Why do these images matter in 2019? They matter because we're living in a season of emboldened white supremacy where forces are at work seeking to diminish anything and everything African Americans do. And you can choose to ignore it wholesale, or you can stand up and say something about it. So I choose not to be reticent and silent. I choose not to stand still. If your mantra is fight the fear and be free, then you're going to need to stand up. If your call to action is stop waiting and start doing, then you got to be about the business. Again, like Maya Angelou said, when you know better, you do better. I was at a YouTubers convention earlier this summer, and I hope to see Bethany there. She said that she would be attending, but unfortunately, our paths did not cross if she was there. If I had seen her, surely I would have sought to have a conversation about the ramification of what she's doing. For now though, all I want to do is encourage Bethany and her family to go to Amazon or Amazon Prime and get a copy of Spike Lee's Bamboozle. See this video's description below for a link to it. It's a great movie about the subject matter of coonery. That's my challenge to them. It's my challenge to you if you've not seen it. If Bethany says that they've seen it and they're still content to produce the content that they produce, then hey, more power to them. My job is done.
Just a quick update. When we originally were preparing this video, the thinking was that Bamboozle was available on Amazon Prime at a reasonable price. Apparently though now, the DVD is selling for $80. So that is considerably higher than our original expectation. And we would not recommend purchasing at this price point currently until the price comes down some. Again, $80 for one DVD, kind of pricey. And we love you, Spike, but truth be told, this would be better if it could be offered on the streaming services like Netflix or Amazon Prime Video. That way it would be widely available, and I'm sure you'd agree, it's probably more needed now than ever. This would be a great companion piece also for Black Klansman, which was the latest Oscar nominee from the past season. But again, if any of our community members are aware of a better way or a more cost-effective way to get this, please feel free to share in the comments, and we will update the video description accordingly. But again, the Spike, please love your work, but please make it widely available at a reasonable price. Thanks.
But I'd love to hear your thoughts too. What do you think? Is African American Mukbang a new age Coon show? Or am I way out of bounds? Let me know. Thanks for watching this video, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this channel for the latest updates and more. Until next time, I'm Brian LeVar.
Follow Brian on Instagram and Twitter at BRYLAVAR.
Do you feel me? This is DoYouFeelMe.com.
Oh, and if you like shirts like these, they're also available on Amazon. Check the video description below for more details.